putting the paint where it ain't. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, everybody? Yo, this is your host, Dimitri with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all doing? Happy Friday to everybody, man. Yeah. Today was a good day. Shout out Candy Girl. What's up, head moderator? She said, welcome to Panthers Prime Podcast. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, do that. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Candy Girl. And hit that like button, you feel me? SC Panther Boy, what's up, man? You already know what. Yeah. You know what time it is. You already time it is. Roadmaster, PvP, I got your permission to promote my channel here. Roadmaster, $10. Cash App. Shout out SC Panther Boy. Oh, my God. The live is about to move to June the 30th. Nah, yo, you funny, yo. What's going on? Wallace the Drummer, what's up, man? Redman Boy, what's popping? 336. What's good, my dude, man? Chris Shepard, what's up, man? He said, come on, P. I was in the middle of something, had to drip. What's up, yo? I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Palmetto Panther, what's up, man? Earl Locklear, what's good, yo? Good to see you, man. Who is this we got from Twitter? Watchima Cruz, what's up, yo? Shout out to Twitter in the building, you feel me? That's what's up, yo. Hey, man, we got a good show tonight, man. Good perspective. This could be a PPP perspective, you know. This could be a PPP perspective, but yeah, this is how I feel. We're going to get into this, man. Hey, I'm excited, yo. Let's get into this real quick, yo. All right, man. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Listen, so I was doing a little bit of scouring today on the on Donald Trump's internet. All right, it's getting ready to be David Tepper's internet because the Panthers, in my opinion, are moving towards the Super Bowl. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. I ain't want to say it too loud, but yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I feel, and I've been feeling like this. I've been feeling like this for the past 2 months. That the Panthers are on tap to make it deep into the playoffs. All right. And it's for no other reason than the fact that we have first and foremost Bryce Young at the helm, who I believe has done an amazing job in changing the narrative that was surrounding him year one and the start of year two. Secondarily, the type of players that we've acquired in the draft has been top tier acquisitions. I don't believe, this is my opinion, and this could be very, very biased, all right? I don't believe that there's no other team in the NFC South that has better wide receivers than the Carolina Panthers. I just don't believe that. I believe that the Carolina Panthers have the best wide receiver core in the NFC South. Shout out to Roadmaster. He said, "I got $5 PPP, but I need it for BuzzFeed." Well, I guess you ain't promoting nothing today. Yeah. See, when you go to the radio stations, Roadmaster, they say, "What's your marketing budget?" Yeah, that's what they say. They say, "What's your marketing budget?" And then they say, "How long you want me to run this ad here?" So a smooth $5-10 shouldn't be too much, my brother. But it is what it is. Shout out Roadmaster, got a new channel out there, man. So I believe that the Carolina Panthers have the best wide receiver core. Now we're going to go through and we're going to look at how these wide receiver cores stand up against each other. Okay. I believe. Hear me out. I believe with what we have, what Dave Canellis has been able to conjure up over the past year, the continuity in the team. Right. I don't fear a Buccaneers team. I honestly don't. I don't fear them. I do. The fact that we went toe to toe with them in one of our two matchups, we had the ability to win that game. If it wasn't for the defense, and I know people hate when I say that, but guess what? I don't care. Y'all know I don't care. I can care less what people think about old PPP. But when you look at it, Bryce Young was able to put together, in my opinion, a game winning drive in Charlotte against the Buccaneers. That defense that was historically the worst defense in the NFL um, put Baker Mayfield on his back a couple times. And then watching what the Panthers did offensively, um, going down the field. Bryce Young was not only the best quarterback that day, in my opinion, but stats prove it as well. Baker Mayfield had a couple of good plays. Hey, shout out to Chris Gosen for that super chat. He said, for Roadmaster to promo, Chris Shepard. Hey, Roadmaster, tell Chris Shepard, thank you for that. Guys, we are $110 away from my goal of $120 per live and subscriber and chat love, chat donation. If you're rocking with the channel, rocking with the content, and you're enjoying what you're hearing, enjoying what you're seeing, we're getting ready to have the live panel pretty soon. Consider supporting the channel monetarily. Next month we will have a giveaway. I'm excited about that. Before the season starts, I'm going to be giving away a Tate McMillan jersey. I might even give away a black shirt too. Yeah. Yeah, because Blackshear's gonna be here. Just to let y'all know that. Yeah, Blackshear's gonna be here. But I'm definitely gonna be giving away a Ted McMillan jersey. Okay, so that's going to be the same time that I give you all my season record prediction. So make sure you're here. Don't be nowhere else. Make sure you're here when PPP drops. How many games we go in? All right. Make sure you're here. Shout out to Red Swarm. Yeah, my 85 South foe and brother at the same time. PPP, are you going to use PFF to support this? No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I said it. I'm not. I'm not going to do that, Red. This is my opinion. Okay. Red, this is my opinion. Now we're going to break this down. We're going to look at this. We're going to look at this a little bit. Shout out to Palmetto Panther. Yes, sir. I do agree with your sentiments right there. I do agree with it. Roadmaster, go ahead and drop that link inside there for the people. Go ahead, go ahead. You might even like the latest quick PBV. It's okay. Go ahead and drop it in there, Roadmaster. So, where was I at? Yeah, I was right here talking about the Bucks. So when I look at what the Panthers did in that game, now I understand the last game we got blown out, but even in that game, up until halftime, right before halftime, we had the ability to go up, set what to have 17 points. Eddie Pinheiro missed it. We saw Bryce Young, and see, this is what I tell people: go back and look at the film. Watch how that drive before halftime came together. You had Adam Thielen on a wide crosser route. He was coming across the field. He was a wide receiver and got him in the field goal range. I mean, just wide open, wide open. And this is why I'm telling this. This is listen. You guys have a hard time with differentiating these two things. You have a hard time with differentiating the player and the potential with the coach. Here's what I mean by that. Say you have a good player, right? You have a good player. I believe that there's certain there's a certain equation, right, to a head coach that can unlock certain things inside of a player. Now, let's say, for instance, that player comes into the league and he's him, right? He's him. But there's a level, there's a cap, there is a ceiling that player will only get to with a certain coach. Shout out to James Hurd, man, for that big time cash app, man. He said for the best Panthers content. James Hurd, man, thank you so much. That means a lot to me, man. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate all contributions to the channel. And guys, we are officially $100 away from our goal of 120 in subscriber love, chat donations. If you're rocking with the channel, rocking with the content, you're enjoying what you're hearing. We're getting ready, like I said, to have the panel talk here, which I know is going to be fiery. Consider becoming a donor here to the channel. We have a great amount. Let me put the donors list up here, and I'm going to update it. Absolutely, I'm going to update it. These are the names of everybody who donates to the channel, who makes Panthers Prime Podcast what it is. So we're going to put that up there right now and just show love to everybody. And if you've donated, you don't see your name up there, say, hey, PPP, what's going on, man? I gave you $5. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to put your name on here, all right? Because it don't matter how much it is. What just don't send $1. Just don't send $1. But it don't matter what it is. We appreciate it. We appreciate your donation. So, like I was saying, when you look at a player, there's a cap to that player when they first come in, and it takes a head coach, to unlock, to take the governor off, right? You car guys, it takes a special coach to take that governor off of that player, let that player advance to its highest potential. All right. And oh man, shout out to my boy Panther Boy 803 for that big time cash app, man, for the PM content. Hey, Panther Boy, I appreciate you, man. I really do. Guys, we are $90 away from my goal of 120 now. Thank you so much for your contributions. I really do appreciate it. You're rocking with the channel, rocking with the content. Show love. Cash App is Panthers Prime PPP. Venmo is Panthers Prime 1. All right. So, with that being said, I believe that we have the best. You know what, guys? It's hey, listen, this podcast stuff is very, very easy for me, and sometimes, it's really because I'm old preacher man. I'll be preaching the gospel, and sometimes when I get up, let me be honest with you. Sometimes when I get up, I don't know what God want me to say until I start talking. That happens sometimes on here. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just know I have a title, and that thing just start turning. That thing just start moving. Right? People may say it's the gift of gab. People may say PPP, you just bloviating. Some people may say PPP, you just making up stuff. And so what if I'm doing all three? But what's happening right now is I'm connecting the dots between what I said about a head coach, and a player. I told you guys cannot differentiate the two things: the player and the player's potential with a head coach, a good head coach. All right. Do you guys believe that if Jonathan Mingo had more time with Dave Canellis, that he probably would have been a little bit better of a player than what we saw? I believe he would have been. As a matter of fact, I'll double down on it. I believe he will. He would have been a better player here in Carolina if he was up under the tutelage of Dave. Man, look at StreamYard being dirty to your boy. God dog. Look at that. What's wrong with old StreamYard? Can y'all hear me now? Chat, chat, chat. Let me know if you hear me. Chat, chat, chat. Let me know if you hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do we? Okay. Yeah, look at StreamYard being dirty to your boy. Yeah, he don't want. Yeah. StreamYard don't want this good gospel getting out. Yeah, StreamYard don't want this good gospel. Yeah. This good gospel. Yeah, that the Carolina Panthers got the best wide receiver core, and not only that, it has the best wide receiver core. Let me tell you why. Dave Canellis was the wide receivers coach in Seattle during a time period where the wide receivers there in Seattle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just go back and look at it. Don't take PPP's word for it. So when Red Swan asked me, do I have PFF to back this up? I don't need PFF. He said that was the Lord PPF. I don't need PFF to back me up on something that we've all seen for over a decade. Yeah, for over a decade. So they don't want that energy in the universe. Yeah. Dave Canellis and Dan Morgan actually did themselves a great service, not a disservice, a great service in getting. He cut the mic for making stuff. Shout out Red Swarm, man. No, but when you look at this, when you look at this thing turning, you guys got to be able to see what I'm putting down. Dave Canellis, during that time period when he was with Seattle, had an amazing wide receiver core. Here we go. He go ahead and he translate over to the Bucks. What's the highlight of the Bucks when he was there? Wide receivers. Did they take a regression? No, they did not. We head over here to Carolina. Even with the wide receiver core that we had, even with the wide receiver core that we had last year, Dave Canellis orchestrated concepts, schemes, high, low, flood, dagger, whatever you want to, whatever it was, to get open. Guys, we saw this week one against the Saints, even though we lost that game. Wide open receivers running wide, just running wide open. It wasn't fantasy. That's what Dave Canellis offers. The Carolina Panthers, in fact, yeah, and I'm going to clarify this with a couple things. First and foremost, I want to go to, I want to go here real quick. Let's see here if I have it. My son just asked me, can he make some food? Gabriel, Gabriel. Yeah, they love asking me questions. Yes, son, you can. Go ahead. What? You can. I just saw your message. Make food. Go ahead. Bye, Micah. Yes, son. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. For my babies, man, I just fed these kids. Boy, let me tell y'all. When you spend $400 in a week and food be gone in 7 days, yeah, all you gotta do is thank him upstairs. All you gotta do is thank him upstairs, boy. Because man, I tell you one thing, these babies be eating. All right, anyway, so let me pull this up right here. Let me see Carolina Panthers real quick. And then I'm gonna drop the link because I've been talking for about 23 minutes. Hey, Earl, them kids be eating, boy. Them kids be eating, man. All right, let me. Hey, Red Swarm, tell me about it. I mean, they just had some good old hearty food. Like I ate it too. I'm good. Them kids hungry again. Man. They said shout out Gabe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They growing for real, man. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Let me pull this up real quick. Then I'm gonna drop that wonderful link right there. But look at this. Hands. Hold on, we ain't done. David Moore, with Canellis, hands. Hold on, we ain't done. We ain't done. Who's that? Hunter Renfro. Look at it. Look at it. Look. Hands. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go. JT Sanders. Look at it. Look. Hands. Hold on. We ain't done. We ain't done. Mitchell Evans. Here we go. Hands. Hold on. We ain't done. We ain't done. We ain't done. Hands. We ain't done. Look at it. Look. Ted. Hands. We ain't done. Adam. Hands. Guys, listen. I think that you guys have gotten the understanding of where I'm at when it comes down to the Panthers. Now let's just go a little bit deeper here. For all my people in the back. So I'm saying that the Panthers have a better squad than Atlanta. with Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and Ray McLeod. Hands down. Our ones are better than their ones, hands down. Our twos, Cordell Hodges, Casey Washington, Jamal Agnew, better. Our threes, their threes, Chris Blair, Dylan Drummond, Jesse Matthews, way better. Fours, look at this. Dylan Siles, assists, Sills, Nick Nash. I like Nick Nash. I did like Nick Nash. Mikal Polk were better than them. Let's go to Tampa Bay. Let's go to Tampa Bay. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put a cause for pause right here. Mike Evans. I gotta give Mike Evans his props. Okay, I gotta give him his props. Chris Godwin and Mika Ibuka. Yeah, we're better than them too. Listen, Emeka and Ted McMillan. Come on, Ted McMillan is way better than Emeka Ibuka. So let's just stop right there. Okay, let's just stop right there. All right. Jalen McMillan, Sterling Shepard, Trey Palmer. Yeah, we're better. Tez Johnson, Ryan Miller, Raheem Jarrett. Yeah, we're better. Cameron Johnson, Dennis Houston, Garrett Green. Yeah, we're better. Let's head to New Orleans. Yeah, I'm on y'all neck. Chris Olave, trash. Shaheed's trash. Brandon Cook's trash. We better than them. Bud Means, Kevin Austin, Cedric Wilson. Yeah, we're better. Dante Pettis, Mason Tipton, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Yeah, we're better. Moochie Dixon. Yeah. Sound like old pimp. Yeah, we better than him. Chris Tyree, better. Tight end, Jawan Johnson. Yeah, we got about five that's better than him. Taysom Hill, yeah, we better than him. Foster Maury, yeah, we better. Jack Stroh, listen, bottom line is the Carolina Panthers have the best wide receiver core in the NFC South because of that wonderful guy that I talked about named Dave Canellis. No one's seeing us in the NFC South. Nobody. And with Psycho Bryce at the helm, yeah. Bryce Young's going over 3,800 yards this season. Over 25 touchdowns. Less than 15 interceptions. Links in the chat. Links in the chat. Links in the chat. I think I've done enough laying the foundation today that, I think we have a good understanding of where everything is at when it comes down to where the wide receiver core is at. Listen, hands down, Ted McMillan outshines Emeka Ibuka. All right? Outshines him. All right? Hands down. Mike Evans with a healthy J.C. Horn. We saw it this year. All right? We did. We saw it. But this upcoming year is different. We're not playing that show coverage stuff. We're gonna be on a lot of wide receivers next this year. I'm tell you that right now. I really hope and pray that these quarterbacks have some good offensive lines. Because let me tell you this one thing. The Carolina Panthers defensive line ain't playing around. Ain't playing around. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Where you been at? Psycho Bryce. Yeah, he crazy. Yeah, he stay and look at you like you crazy. Laugh right in your face. You thinking you making a tackle. He laughing. Yeah, only a psycho do that. Yeah. He said, tell the truth, people. Mike Evans was being Mike Evans against the shutdown corner. When? When that happened? I don't remember. I don't remember. King J, what up, yo? Bama Bryce. That's right. Bama Bryce, yeah. Oh, we got a super chat. My bad. Shout out to my boy 336. PPP went live solely to start some issue on the Friday. My brother, I went live to inform the people, the wonderful people here on YouTube, that the Carolina Panthers have the best wide receiver core in the NFC South. No one is matching us. No one's going to be able to stop our wide receivers. Listen, the veteranship that's on this team. Let's just start with David Moore, Adam Thielen, and Hunter Renfrow. Let's just start there. Hands. Hands. Look at this. Hands. Look at that. Look at that. Here go David Moore. Look at David Moore. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Hands. Hands. There's nothing. Listen. And the fact that Bryce Young can make every throw that there is, y'all say he couldn't make every throw. I beg to differ. Yeah, I beg to differ. Let's see. He said, I agree, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, nobody calls him that. Morgan Captain Mo, I call him that. Yeah, he's Psycho Bryce. Yeah, he crazy. He crazy Bryce. Yeah, I call him that. Shout out to the Fresh Princely of the Carolinas. Bro call him Bryce Ice or Bryce Deeney. Oh, okay. Nah, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him what his mama call him. Goat. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, baby goat. Bryce. This year it's gonna happen. Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all may say PPPs over there talking that old riffraff, but that's cool. I got stats to prove my position, and the stats prove that Bryce Young was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL the last portion of the season. There's no denying it. There's no coming off of that position. It happened. Whether people believe that it happened because of the teams that we played just kind of gave up or whatever, yeah, right. Yeah, right. And that same wide receiver core, without the additions of what we have right now, almost beat the almost beat the Kansas City Chiefs, almost beat the Buccaneers, almost beat the Super Bowl winning Eagles. That same wide receiver core, Bryce Young, with his small size, getting out of the grips of what? Them Georgia boys? That defensive line that was feared and revered? Bryce Young. The Bryce Young y'all said that wasn't mobile. The Bryce Young y'all said that has no reason being in the NFL. The Bryce Young y'all said that should not have been a number one drafted player. Listen, the sky's the limit. I'm going to be honest with you. And if you want to deem me the number one Bryce supporter, do it. Do it. I always say this: when Bryce Young is playing good, I got his back. When Bryce Young is playing bad, I got his back still. But he got to come on now. He got to come on with it now. And it got to the point last year where he just was not getting it. It was time for him to sit down. But let me tell y'all something. Bryce Young came back in that Denver game. I saw a clear cut difference in what I saw from week 2 to week 8, and it's light years ahead from a lot years away from each other. So yeah, shout out to you guys who don't think Bryce Young is worth anything, because he is. Riz B, what's up, baby?
Man, PPP, you talking that good shit today, boy.
Hey, listen, man, it's a Friday and I'm feeling all right.
That's what I'm talking about. You done got me pumped up.
Yeah. We getting ready to go into post June cuts pretty soon. June 1st cuts. There's a lot to be excited about. It's a lot to be excited about. The NFL season is what, 199 days away right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we almost there. Yeah. Talk your talk, Riz.
See now, first of all, I need to start off by saying, fuck the Bucks, fuck the
Yeah.
Saints, and fuck those dirty ass Falcons. Red, I see you in the chat.
Hold
God
on,
damn
hold
it.
on, hold on, Riz. Hold on, Riz. I think it don't be right if I do this. Go ahead, Riz. Let them know. Yeah.
Fuck
Talk
the
to me.
Bucks, fuck the Saints, and fuck those dirty ass Falcons.
There we
I'm
go.
looking at you, Red, with your high yellow ass.
Yeah, let them know, Riz. Yeah. Let them know. Let them know. Yeah.
Now, 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 as I was saying.
Yeah. Go ahead.
See. People are underestimating the power of getting benched.
Yeah.
Some of them look at it as a detriment, right? But others, like people who actually, played in the NFL, look at it as a chance for a player to sit down, reevaluate, take a
Mm-hmm.
deep breath, and come out with a new mindset. And Bryce did that. He did that. He seen that his football life flashed before his eyes, and he got his shit together.
There he did.
Now he came back with a new swag. Dare I say, a psychotic swag.
Oh my God! Don't say that too loud.
336. I'm looking at you. The
Yeah. Look
psychotic
at him.
swag.
Look at him.
Straight jacket and all.
Yeah, white.
All that.
Yeah,
Foam at the
hugging
mouth.
yourself. Yeah, crazy Bryce. Yeah.
But he came back, put a visor on, started dancing, flexing, running motherfuckers over on the field. Yeah, that Bryce.
Yeah.
That Bryce. He came out. He came out of his shell.
Yeah.
And he went on to orchestrate a great run those last 10
Hey,
weeks of the
hold on,
season.
no. I heard someone say a magical run.
Oh, magically delicious. No Diddy.
Yeah.
Magically delicious.
Yeah. Someone said it was a magical game.
Shout out that I think his name rhymes with filming. But shout out to that guy.
Yeah. But go ahead. I'm sorry. You know what? Hold up. Wait a second. Red Swan, what up,
Yes,
baby?
sir. Yes, sir. What's up, fellas? What's up?
Now, I feel like I need a shower now.
Well, your nasty ass needed a shower before you got on this live, to be honest. Your nasty ass. You needed a shower before you jumped on the live. And you need to wash your mouth out with some soap, too.
Hey, Riz, talk to him again. Let him know what time it is.
Yeah.
Fuck the
Clear
Saints,
your throat.
fuck the Bucks, and fuck those dirty ass Falcons. Shout out to Red.
Yes, sir. What's up, Red? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm enjoying the live today. I like the direction that you've gone in. This is Need No Facts Friday. So yeah. Just say whatever the hell you want to say.
No Facts Friday. That's right.
No Facts Friday. Just say what the hell you want to say. Just say whatever the hell you want to say.
Yeah. Free for all Friday. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
But PPP.
Yes, sir.
Did you and I was switching over from my phone to my iPad. Did you show y'all roster like you showed every other team in the NFC South?
No, I didn't because it's for us Panthers fans, we know who we got, but I'll pull it up.
Let the people see that all-star lineup that you
all-star.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, PPP, make sure you start off with the best offensive line in the division and then the best wide receiver core in the division.
More lies, but okay.
Hello.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You right, Riz.
More
you
lies.
Right.
And PPP, I don't want to bring facts into the discussion today because it's unfair, so
yeah, look at this.
It sort of stands in the way of your opinion today.
All right, here we go. Look at this. Ted McMillan, Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette. That's elite.
Y'all got a rookie
Jalen Coker, Hunter Renfrow, David Moore.
It went away, PPP. It went away.
Hunter Renfrow lost.
It went away. You still got it? Is it there now?
No, I can't see it right now. The Lord took that blasphemous off. There it is. Okay, he let it come back.
Okay, there we go. Let me start over. Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette, and Ted McMillan. That's elite. Jalen Coker, Hunter Renfrow, David Moore. That's elite. Jimmy Horn, Dan Chisena, Bryson Trammell. That's good threes right there. TJ
they're
Luther.
elite too. They're elite too because they play for the Panthers. They're elite.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jimmy Horn and Dan Chisena carries Bryson Tremaine. So yeah, it's elite. TJ Luther. Look. Kobe Hudson. Oh, Jacoby George.
Risby, you see how the Lord won't even let that trash stay up on the screen?
It's staying up on my screen. So the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
You a lie.
You
telling a lie.
He said the Lord is my shepherd.
You know it. It's burned into your memory. That's why you can see it. That's why. You got a photographic memory of that line up. Y'all boys stupid, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I see all the hate in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about the Falcons ain't this, the Falcons ain't that. Boy, I gotta tell y'all something. I'm really excited. Just like y'all excited about y'all team. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't know why you excited.
Yeah. I'll tell you why I'm excited. Because PFF put out a ranking, right?
Red, it's no facts Friday, remember?
Remember?
Oh, okay, I'll change that then.
Go ahead. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Red Swarm believes that the Falcons have the best roster in the NFC South. That comes as no shock to nobody.
Yeah,
but you're right. Since it's no facts Friday, let me just tell you what some of the stuff I believe.
Okay, tell me.
I believe that we have a running back who is one of the 3 best running backs in the NFL right now.
Okay.
I believe I have a quarterback that's going to be an elite quarterback, Risby.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's stop right there, Red.
Yeah.
What makes you
2 quarterbacks can be elite. It's okay.
No. What makes you feel like he can be an elite quarterback, Red?
Yes, I absolutely do.
But what makes you feel that way?
Oh man, that left cannon that's attached to his shoulder.
Yeah, he gonna throw a pick straight to the right.
He might. You know what, PPP? I do believe he's gonna throw some interceptions because he's got that sort of bravado in him where he gonna loose that arch.
So why don't he loosen his do-rag?
He ain't gonna loosen that do-rag now. I'm telling you something right now, Risby. That do-rag is not coming. The only person that can see him without that do-rag is his fiance.
It's tatted on. He gonna get married with his do-rag on.
Damn, Riz say that nigga got a do-rag tattooed on him. Now that's some original shit, Risby. I gotta give it to you, my boy. I got to get that one to you now. What's up, Nikki T?
Tri-State.
Yo, what up? What's going on, fellas?
Bro?
How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we chilling. The Panthers got the best wide receiver group in the NFC South.
Yeah, it's no facts Friday. Nick, you can say whatever the hell.
Damn, PPP. Damn, PPP.
Now,
you put me in a predicament, PPP. Why you gotta make me do this, PPP?
No,
yeah. Talk to us, Nick. Talk to us.
Now, hold on. Now, Red, you know that quarterback that's in Indianapolis got a cannon on his right shoulder, right? Can he be elite?
He don't have no control to his though.
I mean, it's stronger than Penix. It's stronger than Penix, right?
But you know,
Where Al at, rock solid?
I hate to hear people put AR down because he just pledged my illustrious KA Psi fraternity. You know what I'm saying? But he got a lot of work to do, Riz. I'll keep it 100.
But I mean, you highlighted Michael Penix's arm strength, like that's supposed to make
I'll be right back.
But I highlighted a quarterback who got a stronger arm.
Well, it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it.
Okay.
You can have a powerful arm that gets the ball there in a moment's notice, but you need to have it put right in the right spot.
Oh, like Bryce does. Like Bryce does.
Bryce does it on occasion. I'll say he does it on occasion. He's improved with putting it there. He doesn't have that much velocity when he gets it there. So, that there's that. But listen, a completion is a completion.
But
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I get what you're saying, Red. But Bryce has above average velocity.
Above average.
He does. But
Nobody ever claimed
Michael
he
Penix
had.
has elite velocity on his throws.
But what
Elite.
makes his velocity elite if you're throwing it to the other team? It just gets there
Well,
faster, right?
what I'm trying to say is that all I can tell you is I don't know if the football has been clocked to
Okay.
know the RPM on his passes, but you can see it.
Okay.
Your
So
eyes
so
will not deceive you.
so would you rather have elite velocity or elite accuracy?
I'd rather have a
Hmm.
quarterback who can do both, like John Elway had. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Hmm.
type of or Brett Favre. I'd rather have a quarterback who can do both, man.
Well,
And I think that's what I have in Michael Penix.
you can't really say Brett Favre because he threw as many interceptions as he did touchdowns.
But he threw enough of them that he's in the Hall of Fame, no Riz.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
no, 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 no. Listen, I'm not taking nothing away from Brett Favre, but what I'm saying is he doesn't have elite accuracy. He was just a gunslinger, kind of like Jameis Winston. He's a gunslinger.
Well, yeah, Jameis is in that mold, but Jameis, he was a little too risky. You know, Jameis never saw a receiver that he didn't think that he could make a completion to, even if he was triple covered.
Yeah,
So,
Brett Favre did the same thing.
but not as much. See that's where you got to get into that brain muscle when a quarterback knows, you know what, I believe my arm can get it there, but I ain't gonna risk this one. You know, so that's where you get into that cerebral aspect of it, and that's what
Now,
I have in
now,
young Michael Penix.
now, the best equivalent to what we're talking about would be
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Wouldn't you say that?
yeah. And even modern day, I'm gonna tell you who else. I'm gonna tell you who else exemplifies that too. Now, quiet is kept because he spent so many years in Detroit and had poor records. But that damn Matthew Stafford, man.
Oh yeah, Matthew Stafford. Hey, he a
Yeah,
gunslinger.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
man.
a gunslinger.
Yep. And he got a gun on him too now. I love to watch him quarterback, man. Even at this stage of his career, man. I
Now,
love to
I
watch
wouldn't
him.
say he has elite accuracy, but I mean it's
No.
above average.
But the thing about him is he knows when to try it and when not to. That's what I like about it. And I know this dude gets a lot of hate. But you know, I think at the top of his game, who I could see being similar to the trajectory that Matthew Stafford has had in his career is Dak Prescott. But these
Mm,
injuries, I think the
No, nah, no, I can't
Riz,
rock with you on that
see,
one.
and that's what I'm saying. He gets a lot of hate. But Riz, when Dak is on, there are very few quarterbacks. Dak can get in a shootout with anybody and he could come out victorious, man.
but
We've
how
seen that
often
before.
does that happen with Dak
Yeah,
though? That I think that's the only thing that kind of gives me a cause for pause, Red, because I
Yeah.
have seen Dak Prescott in some pretty crucial. Like I seen him in a game against the Steelers, and I was like, man, this dude can play. Then I see him against the Lions, and it's like, what happened?
Yeah, I give y'all that. And you know what? Even though I was trying to fit that in that category, another thing too that I think is a limitation on Dak is if Dak don't have all the way, Dak is. I guess y'all making me think a little bit because the more I think about it, I don't know how much Dak elevates the talent around him, or do they elevate
Hey,
him?
that's a good question
Because
because
remember when he had Zeke.
yeah,
Oh man, he was all world.
yeah,
but Zeke was eating, and
But
they
that's what I'm
offensive
trying to
line
tell you, Riz. That's
was
what I'm trying to tell
and
you.
they offensive line was the best in the league for like what 4 straight years.
And he had Jason Witten.
Jason Witten, yeah.
He had everything.
Yeah, they could never get across that hump, yo. It's like they'll play. It was one season. The Dallas Cowboys, that might have been what, like 2 years ago or so? The Dallas
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys probably the best team in NFL. And they
Mm-hmm.
got to the playoffs and just wet the bed. I'm
Yep.
like,
Hit that wall. Was it
what?
against Green Bay? Was it?
I believe it was.
Yep. That was
Makes
Jordan
no
Love coming
it
out.
made no
Yeah.
sense, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
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 yeah,
but but
Riz.
but, but that's actually a good point. Does
Yeah.
Dak Prescott elevate his wide receivers? I'm I'm gonna have to say no.
Man, y'all know what might be a damn train wreck?
What?
George Pickens, man. When you got the potential of he and DK Metcalf being on the outside and on the club, and they still were insistent upon trading him, man, that
Yeah.
boy, something ain't
Yeah.
right with that boy head, man.
Yeah, it was some off seasons, off field stuff that kind of came up when I was looking at him. And you know what?
With some
I'm
fan, what you talking about? With some fans or something? PPP.
yeah, it was like questionable stuff, but it wasn't nothing
Okay.
to the point where I was like, I don't want him in Carolina because you see a good team like the Kansas City Chiefs that'll take like a horrible,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a horrible play, but someone that got some questionable actions or whatever off the field,
Yeah.
and they be rocking with him. You feel me?
You're right.
So
You're right.
I think it all comes down to coaching. It comes down to how much influence that organization have over that player in a sense to get them on board. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mean to change courses. I don't know what the Patriots are gonna do with Stephon Diggs. Did you see what he said?
Oh, did you see them clips with them
Bro,
females all around him?
bro, I was like, this dude here, man, he don't care. He,
But PPP is voluntary, man. It's
I
not
I I know it
mandatory
is, but it's
training,
like,
man. They get him a
yo,
hard time, man.
it's like, yo, you just coming off an injury, yo. You ain't.
Step
Like
was
you a
getting it in.
journeyman. This
Step
your
was getting it
third
in,
team,
PPP.
fourth
He was
team.
getting it in, boy. He was down. Was he in Miami?
Yeah, I think had there been. I don't know exactly
Yeah,
where he was
yeah.
at, but
Man, Miami is, man, that's your city. But I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of fools go down there and get caught up in Miami, man.
yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, you better leave. I always tell everybody, man, Miami ain't what you think. Y'all see South
Yeah,
Beach?
yeah,
Yeah, go to little Haiti, go to little Havana, go to
yeah.
Hialeah, go
You
to
ain't gonna
Bunce
leave.
Park.
You try and get people kidnapped, PPP.
Yeah, they'll snatch you for ransom, Riz. You're right. Shit.
Hey,
You go fuck
that's
around with
why
them
I tell
zones when you
everybody,
went
and
to.
no disrespect of my Carolina people at all, but when I left Miami and I came to Miami, when I came to Charleston, I was like, bro, I could walk down Leeds Avenue and be good because this ain't nothing compared to what I was in, man. Shoot, man,
Say
shoot.
what? Say I'm outside and ain't got to worry about being strapped up. Nothing, man.
Nah,
You know what
man.
I'm
In
saying?
Miami, you gotta worry, bro. You gotta worry about walking out your front door.
Yeah, yeah,
Just your
yeah,
front door, not let alone walk down the street.
yeah,
Shoot. But I ain't gonna lie, I respect Carolina, and when I came up here, I was up under the impression, I was still young. I was like, man, these Carolina boys ain't ready, man. But then, I mellowed out because I'm like, yo, I don't want to go back down to Miami. I said, let
yeah,
me let me
yeah,
chill. I got
yeah,
into no fights when I moved to Charleston. None.
yeah,
I got into no fights.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I got into a little scuffle when I was at South Carolina State University. Dude
yeah,
tried me and I just slapped him in his face and dared
yeah.
him to run up on me. But other than that, man, and that's young boy stuff. That ain't nothing I'll do right now unless I have to.
Yeah, you was
But
on a college campus. That go along with that, man. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah,
yeah.
you got to check them every once in a while.
Yeah, man. He Robass said Miami's everything you think. Fresh Princely of Carolina said South Beach looks old as heck. I wasn't impressed. I lived in Florida many years. What part of Florida? Was you in
Hmm.
Miami?
Hmm.
Was you in, like it ain't nothing. South Beach ain't nothing. Biscayne Boulevard and Collins Drive, bro. It's nothing to be honest with you. It's all just hype. It's high expensive places or whatever. You ride up and down it. They got the palm trees. They got the nice buildings. It ain't nothing to it. It really ain't.
But
It really ain't
PPP,
nothing
that's
to
the
it.
key to it though, because
Hmm.
it's no matter, and he might be right. You know what I'm saying? Because he's experienced it, and you might be able to say the same things. But one thing that we all know, and there's no denying this, that's just like the Beverly Hills of the South, man.
Yeah, no, it
Man,
is.
ain't nothing flowing down there on South Beach but money, boy. If you ain't got
Yeah,
no money, you ain't got no business down there.
yeah. Hey, Red, money in that white stuff.
Well, yeah, that go. But PPP, I'm
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I'm not advocating it, nor are you.
Right.
But that, I mean, that's they play toys. They got
Yeah.
money to do that with it, man.
Yep.
The
Yep.
jewelry down there is real.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, man. And I always tell people, man, just look 4 ways before you cross the street.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
dangerous because it's just like a lot of major cities, and I know we're gonna get to football, but you know how a lot of major cities have like the little, suburban areas around them, and
Yeah.
then some of
Uh-huh.
them that are down. That's the
Yeah.
tricky thing about Miami because there's so much money that's drawn to that area of South Florida. But
Mm-hmm.
like you said, right on the outskirts, man, Homestead, places like that. When
Yeah.
them dudes is up against it and they know they need to pay a bill or get money for something else, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they a few blocks away from that and they down
Oh
there, man.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And they
Yeah,
coming to
man.
get it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're gonna come get it. And they're gonna post up right there in front of the Ken lady's house selling it too.
Oh
Right, right there in front of the Kenny lady's house with the product.
so you
Yep.
ain't holding it long, PPP.
Now you get you a chili bear and a fifth or
Boy, you
something, or,
stupid.
a little
Boy,
dime or something.
boy,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stupid. Okay.
But getting back to football and away from
Yes,
Miami
sir. Yes,
because
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
can't stand that city. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah,
back down there
yeah,
pretty soon to
yeah.
do some stuff. But
So
yeah. So
PPP, I have a question for you.
talk to me.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you come up with these rankings that you did? Is there any methodology to it, or you just started up in your head? Hey, I'll say that the Panthers.
Well, Red, anytime I think about something, there's method. That N word you just
Yeah,
used.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Method man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hello, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool, 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 cool.
And the methodology, I said it wrong again, but
Hmm.
my
I
thought
think you
process
said
is
it
this.
right.
It
I
didn't
think
come.
you nailed it, PPP.
I
Yeah,
think
You
you
it
got
did
it
too,
it
Riz.
did
Yeah.
it didn't feel right.
because you were saying
Yeah.
it wrong the whole time.
My reason
There you go. There you go. There you go.
for believing this is because when you look at what the Panthers have done, right?
Hmm.
We acquired Dave Canellis as our head coach. We
Hmm.
have a wide receiver coach that has been one for many years, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
had one of the best wide receiver tandems when he was coaching. Let me pull up that Dave
So,
Canellis
so
was
you,
the
so
head
you
coach.
counting Dave Canales as part of your
Oh yeah,
wide receiver, wide
absolutely,
receiver
because
ranking? Oh,
absolutely,
okay,
because
okay,
I brought in this factor here in this formula. A
okay.
good player is good,
Okay.
right? And people have a hard time differentiating these two things:
Hmm.
the player and the player with a good head coach. Because Red, a good head coach can unlock that potential that's inside of that wide receiver. Whereas if you just got a wide receiver who got raw talent, he
Hmm.
may have a ceiling over him.
Okay.
It may be a barrier that he can't get over.
Hmm.
Whether and that's what a bad coach,
Hmm.
or even someone that's not coached properly because he has so much what's the word I'm looking for? So much notoriety that the coaches be like, man, just go and do your thing. But I
Okay.
believe that there is a level anybody, if you're being coached in anything or tutored in anything, and I live by this phrase, going there can't tell been there how to get there.
Okay.
I'll say
Okay.
it one more time. Going there can't tell been there how to get there. So Dave Canellis has been in situations where he's coached these players. He's been in
Okay.
these high stake, situations, and he's played or he's coached in these situations or whatever with good wide receivers. And and
Hmm.
and I and I believe that the fact that now he has the ability to now be the guy that's over everything with the understanding that his focus was wide receivers, it just brings the whole umbrella, to a commonality in my opinion that everything up under Dave Canellis is on an upward trajectory. And that includes the wide receiver core from last year to this year, which I believe they hit out the ballpark in the first round and in the last round that we had that when we got Jimmy Horn. You got basically, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
2 first-round talent wide receivers. Because make no mistake about it, Jimmy Horn is not the type of player where we drafted him at. He just isn't. That brother, if not one or first round, he's second round draft talent. So, hey man, wherever you want to place that at, my explanation, my methodology, my conclusion, that's just where it's at.
Yeah, I like Eternal 252's comment. He says, "What about players who put up elite numbers with different regimes?" And I would say, the like of
Ray
Mike
Ray
Evans.
McLeod,
Ray Ray's not. He's good. Let me. He might be
I like
considered
him.
elite. He might be considered elite for a number 3 wide receiver.
I like him. I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll put it into perspective. You
Darnell
know,
Mooney, I like him.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we have the second best wide receiver core in the division, and I can say that humbly. With
Behind
all
us,
due
right?
respect to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. The thing and this is just my opinion, since we're stating our opinions today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to put. I I don't quite know what to do with New Orleans. I mean,
Okay.
they've been hit by the injury bug, and they brought along another seasoned veteran who absolutely, is still playing at a good level. I don't think Brandon Cooks is, you know, that big of a threat, but I think he's a good number 3 receiver. He might be considered an elite number 3 at this stage of his career. But I don't know. I don't know how I really want to look at Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave in comparison to, Tet, to XL, and to Adam Thielen. Um, at first blush, I say hands down that's better than y'all 3 that y'all are gonna run out there. But then again, I can't really say that
Can you
because
call those 3 one more time, Red? What are those 3 again?
Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and damn, I just forgot his name. Brandon Cooks.
You think that they are better than Adam Thielen, Ted McMillan, and Xavier Legette?
See, I'm having a difficult time rating Tet, who was yet to play in the NFL,
Okay.
to proven receivers. That's my deal. I want to put Tet on the same level as Chris Olave, but a lot of people would argue with me for doing that
Okay.
because of what Olave has done in the NFL. And what Thielen has done, rightfully so. But if I'm going to knock them for their injuries, I'm going to have to also put a knock on Thielen for his decline, which is coming in his age.
Whoa.
I mean, he
Red.
was injured last year.
And what happened after he came back with still having a lot of time left to play?
And
What did
that's
he
what I'm
do?
saying. That's what I'm saying. So he's productive when he's on the field, but so is Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave.
Okay, let me
They're
ask you a
they're
question.
highly productive,
Okay, let me ask you a question.
and they
Well, let me
have
read
youth
this.
on their side.
Well, I mean that's true, but isn't it something when a Cooper DeJean says that outside of everybody who played against him wide receiver wise, that Adam Thielen was his welcome to the NFL moment, or having to defend him.
I mean, that's cute. I mean, I'm not gonna knock Cooper DeJean's remembrance of that. No more than I'll knock Bijan Robinson saying that Derek Brown was his eye-opening moment that I'm in the NFL now.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So, but I guarantee you, every player in the NFL can point to somebody else that they would say, "Hey, when I saw this guy break off the line and run his route, I was like, whoa." You know what I'm saying? So, all right,
Hold on.
I don't want to sound like a
Hold on.
hater. I
Before,
don't want to sound like a hater.
well,
That is
well,
something big, but
yeah,
that's
it is. It
you
is
know,
because you're talking about an Eagles team that has who in their division?
CD Lamb,
Mm-hmm.
the
Scary
kid,
Terry.
yeah, Neighbors. I
Uh huh.
mean, Malik Neighbors. You know, there's some dogs out there in the NFC East.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no! It ain't Scary Terry. Let me see here. Who's
yeah.
on?
He's with the Commanders in the NFC East.
Okay. So we talking about
McLaurin. Yeah,
yep, the Eagles. So it's yeah. Yeah, NFC
yeah.
East. Yeah.
Yeah. But even going in practice every day against his receivers, man. So let me see. The comment just on its own face is, is a lot of respect to Thielen and what he
Hmm.
brings.
Okay.
But I don't, again, trying to do a 1-to-1. If Ted is going to be your number one and you're going to put him up against Mike Evans, Drake London, and Chris Olave as the number one receivers across the NFC South.
Hmm.
I think you have to put him as fourth, if for no other reason, because he's not done anything in the NFL yet.
Okay. Red. I've used that argument before.
Yep,
I have to go ahead. I can't fight you on that. I
yep,
can't fight you. I
yep.
can't.
But for what I would expect him to be, let me say this. I would expect him to be number three in that list off of what I believe he's going to be.
Yeah.
And that's for just this. He could actually be number two. I'm not gonna hold you, because at some point we're gonna start to see the decline of Mike Evans. At some
Right.
point, that's gonna happen.
At
Now,
some point,
well,
we're going to see that.
yeah, will he drop to being the number two um top receiver in the division, or number three?
You know what?
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
actually a pretty good segue into something, Ray. Let me read this super chat. I'm gonna bring up
Hmm.
something real quick. Shout out to the real HH Entertainment for this super chat. He said wide receiver ranks as of now: Tampa Bay 1, Atlanta 2, Carolina 3, New Orleans 4. We have to see what Ted and Horn do first. Will it
Yeah.
get bounced back? I'm confident, but need to see it first. Red, you
Hey,
brought up
hey,
a very, very.
PvP. I
Oh,
I gotta go.
go ahead.
I gotta go, my G.
Man, you've been gone the whole entire time. Bye.
Oop.
Yeah, pull back up, Riz, if you can, boy. Pull back up, man.
Huh?
Pull back up if you can, bro.
Hey, I'ma try. Depending on
Yeah.
how long PvP going on.
Yeah, be quiet. Bye.
Yeah,
No,
you only got about 40. You
See,
only got about
and that's
40 more
exactly
minutes.
why Hunter Renfro
Yeah,
Black shit getting cut.
PPP, PPP.
Yes, sir.
He ain't got
But all
about
right,
40
y'all.
more minutes, man. What time is that visit over, Riz B, with the bird lady? What time is that visitation
He
over with?
dropped.
He know it. He know he trying to get there before they
Yeah,
cut that
trying to get on
visitation
bird
off at
lady.
9. Yeah, he got to
Yeah.
go see his girl.
Yeah. But Ray, you brought up a good point. And something pricked my mind right there.
Yeah.
Let's remove all of the number ones in
Mm-hmm.
on each team NFC Southwide. So for Panthers, that would be Adam Thielen. For the
Mm-hmm.
Bucks, that would be Mike Evans. For you guys, that would be Drake London. And
Mm-hmm.
for the Saints, that would be Chris Olave.
Well, PPP, I thought Tet was y'all's number one, clear and far away.
Well, hey,
So you
listen,
don't have him as your number one. You put Thielen there.
I would have to put Thielen there because Thielen was because just going based off of what you said, we haven't seen what Ted is able to do as of yet. So it is projections. The hardcore facts is Adam Thielen was the best wide receiver that we had on Carolina last year, hands down.
Okay. Okay.
So if I'm going to remove him, I've got to remove Adam, remove Drake London, remove Chris Olave,
Olave. Yeah.
and remove Mike
Mike.
Evans. So
Yeah.
now we're looking at, I guess you can say second string in a sense, or first, like I guess 1B players.
Yeah. You're
Who?
number two. You're number two.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Yeah.
So at that point, because we're going to basically what we're saying is they're going to have a decline pretty soon. These guys will.
Yeah.
So out of the ones that are going to be stepping up, who do you have more faith in?
The number 2 receiver.
Yeah, the number 2.
So you're talking about XL or Ted?
Well, I'll talk about Ted.
Okay, so let's make Ted y'all's number 2 receiver,
Okay.
and it's Chris Godwin when he's healthy.
Yeah.
It's Darnell Mooney,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Rashid Shaheed.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're back to the rookie discussion on Ted.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Well,
Clearly, out of
how about
those
this? How about
3,
this?
he
How about
falls
this?
to
I'm
number
sorry.
4. He falls to number 4 harder than he does with the ones.
Well, how about this? Let's remove Ted. Let's go Xavier Leggett.
Same thing.
Well, I mean, he got experience.
Yeah, but he don't have no production.
He has some production. He does. He
Okay.
does.
How many
He
games
does.
did he play last year? Let me pull up Xavier
He
Leggett.
played every game maybe except for one.
Yeah, I think he was in 16 games.
Yeah, I think he played every game except for one.
Okay.
Xavier Leggett.
Yeah. So his stats. Yeah, he played in 16 games.
Yep.
And he started 16 too. Well, he started 13, but he played in 16 games. 84
497
targets,
yards,
497.
4 touchdowns, 49 receptions, 10.1 was his average.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
let's see Rashid Shaheed.
I'll pull up Drake London.
Well, he's the I don't know how to spell Rashid Shaheed.
Oh yeah, my bad. Not Drake London.
Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney, my bad. Darnell Mooney stats. Okay, Darnell Mooney, 64 receptions, 992 yards, 15.5 average, longest was 49, 5 touchdowns. So one more touchdown better than Xavier, but contributed to a whole lot more, almost 400 more yards, almost 500 more yards than Leggett did.
Yeah. Shaheed was hurt last year. It's hard to take his numbers into perspective, and so was Chris Godwin. But I'm comfortable with saying if you got a healthy Chris Godwin,
But see
I would take
that's
him over. I would take him over Darnell Mooney, even on my team. I would take him over Mooney. Now I like Mooney, and Mooney really stepped up. You know, he really stepped up with us last year. A lot of
I wanted
people,
Mooney for real. I
well, a
did.
lot of people tried to say he was trash, you know, and this
Nah,
and
it's
that,
crazy.
and you know, well, because they didn't. I don't think they really saw him at Chicago and take into account who his quarterback was in Chicago.
Right,
I
yeah.
mean, it was Justin Fields. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
With Eberflus, so yeah.
thank you, thank you. I mean, what are we talking about? But so vibing is in the chat. So
Yeah, I saw
vibing
that.
is in
I
the
saw that
chat.
craziness.
Yeah, yeah. And vibing. What I'm saying is
I did drop him.
when Shaheed is healthy, he's a threat. But I still think that he is number vibing. You're not gonna get me, even if I discount my own receiver Darnell Mooney. I'm not finna entertain no argument that Rashid Shaheed is better than Chris Godwin. And I hope you would at least show Chris Godwin that respect too when he healthy. So it's the same argument. Shaheed was injured, so was Godwin. But I'm saying when both of them are healthy, come on, man. It listen, Rashid do his thing. He has his points where he has an impact on the game. I ain't taking nothing from him. But week in and week out, I'm putting him third. I'm sorry, bro. I'm putting him third. But at least I got enough respect for Chris Godwin to say I'm putting him first.
He said Chris Godwin is better. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to put Chris Godwin up
yeah.
there.
That's why I
When
like
when
Vibin,
healthy.
man.
Yeah,
Vibin
when
know how to
healthy.
fan for his team just like all of us do. But man, Vibin will keep it 100 with you now.
Oh
He
yeah.
will do that.
The,
And I
the the
respect Vibin, man.
now what's the age of Chris Godwin? Ain't he up there?
He close to 30, bro. If he ain't already 30.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what about Darnell? Darnell Mooney's up there too.
Yeah, I think he like 27 or 28.
Let me see.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up Chris Godwin.
Darnell Mooney is 27. Yeah, he's
Oh,
27.
okay. And Godwin is 29. He just turned in February.
And Xavier, how old does Xavier look at?
No, he can't be but about 22.
24 years old.
Okay. It's a little bit. These COVID age players, I have to do what you're doing. I have to look them up, man,
Yeah, yeah.
because the good thing and the bad thing about COVID was they got experience, but it messed them up too, man, because many of them they had longer NCAA careers and were subject to injuries. Where if I'm gonna get injured, I want to be on the payroll when I get injured. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Look at 336 Boston. Yes, he do. I ain't gonna do that 336.
Said
I
does
said
not
that
keep it
Vibin,
100, Red.
yeah, Vibin, he fan for his team just like we all do. But Vibin will break it down for you. He'll break it down.
Whoa, Big Tight. Are you serious, Big Tight? Big Tight. Come on now, Big Tight. You got to hit the link, man.
No, yeah, Big Tight know his receivers now. He just keeping it 100 PPP.
Yeah, I don't like that. Hey, Big Tight, you didn't notice? This is No Facts Friday.
Oh, that's right. That's right, y'all. We ain't gotta spit no facts tonight. You can say whatever the hell you want to say.
Yeah, yeah. Just come and tell us how you feel.
Yeah. You could even say Bryce is the best quarterback in the division.
Oh,
You can
that's
say that
facts,
if you
sir.
want
That's
to.
facts, sir.
You can say Tyler Shuck is gonna win the
Yeah,
offensive rookie
yeah,
of the year if
yeah.
you
That
want to.
hey, but you know what? What if Tyler Shaw come out and like surprise everybody, bro? Like on some
He ain't
Brock
gonna do
Purdy
it. He
stuff.
ain't gonna do it, PvP. I
Yo,
can't
I
roll with
thought
that
about
what
that
if
the
right
other
there.
day, man.
I can't roll with that what if.
Hey, yo, I swear, man, I would be pissed if he come out here throwing freaking 300-yard games, man.
PPP, I'm gonna tell you something. We wouldn't be able to stand the damn Saints,
Oh
man.
man, bro, listen, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, bro. I would have to block each and every last one of them
Yeah,
boys,
man.
man.
Yeah, they'll be insufferable. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
have to
yeah.
block all
Vibing,
them boys,
we wouldn't
man.
be able to stand Vibing. You'll have to block him quick. Quick. You wouldn't be able to stand Vibing.
Nah, shoot.
Man.
Well, Red, you know what we
But
can
I
do,
think
Red.
if you were to ask Vibin and them,
Mm-hmm.
I think that most of them really did want um Shadua, but I think that and this is the way you would have to feel in the Saints position. You'll just see what you got this season, man. With the way
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr retired, and a lot of them, most of them, I think the majority of them didn't like Derek Carr because they say he never did fit into the culture of New Orleans.
Nah, he's a total opposite.
He is, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. The whole time that he was with the Saints, man, he never got over the Raiders benching him and moving on from him. He was bitter about that, man. I think that junk was in his brain, man. He never got over it.
He lived rent free there.
Yeah, they live rent free in his head, man. And you could, I mean, I've heard Saints podcasters saying that his focus just wasn't there, man. So they was probably happy when he up and retired because he did them a favor with
hey,
their
hey,
salary cap
hey, Red,
situation.
hold on, Red, hold on, Red. You see, old boy. Hey, whatever your name is it a Chili's, a Childs, or whatever it is?
A
Hey, guess
child.
what, man? Hey, guess what, man? Hey, I want you to hear this real quick. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All right, cool. So yeah. But I appreciate the
Why?
comment.
Why is he? Why you upset, bro?
Yeah,
PPP let people voice their thoughts and their opinions, man.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good outlet. He's one of the best, man. He's one of the best at what he does, man.
yeah,
And I don't have to do this just because he let me up to say to come. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I enjoy his content. I enjoy his flow, the tone that he sets on his podcast, man. He don't, man. A lot of these podcasters are buttholes, man, and he's not. He's a good dude to begin with, but man, I mean, to take it there where you're saying you're gonna cut the updates and this and that. Come on, bro. I mean, that's something you can do without voicing it, without putting the putting the
yeah.
text in the chat, man.
Every morning I wake up, my subscriber count goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. I'll say something that people don't agree with. I'll say something that people do agree with. Early on, I used to care.
Yeah.
Now, hey, let me say it again. I don't care. I just had to whisper it. I don't want too many people to hear that.
You don't want too many people to
Yeah, I
hear.
don't want too many people to hear. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I really
okay.
don't care. But I just had to say
252
that.
got on that quick. You see that, don't you? 252 out there sniping, eternal sniping out there.
Oh, for real? He done got-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He on it. He on it, PPP.
Oh,
He
I ain't
on it.
even see it. Hey, y'all could have
Eternal
left him in
252
there.
on it. He
Shoot.
on it.
Yeah, yeah, y'all could have left him in there. Yeah, you ain't had to block him. Let him stay right there. Yeah, yeah, let him stay right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now,
You'll realize it next time not to talk crazy in the chat. But your opinion is always welcome. You can come on stage and you can voice it, my brother. Yeah, yeah. But to say that you gonna cut the updates, that don't hurt me. Yeah. I'm from Miami, my brother. What?
okay. PPP, I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't want to see though.
Yeah.
Man, just because of how the NFL, the media is gonna go crazy with that shit. I do not want to see the Saints get that damn Manning boy. Now he ain't
Oh
proved
man, bro,
he
you
yeah,
were right, man. Oh my gosh.
man, you don't be able to stand them, man.
Oh
You
my
and the
god.
NFL Network and the Roger Goodell and all them, bro, they gonna be sniffing Peyton, Eli,
Oh my
Archie,
gosh.
the kid, man. You every time you turn your TV on, that's why I don't want to see it, man.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Dude, they gonna have primetime games with a 4-13 record. The
Yeah,
next year.
yeah, yeah. Just stupid stuff, man. Now you talking about stupid stuff. That's what it's gonna be. Arch Manning this, Arch Manning that.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. I don't want to see that either, man,
I don't
because
want to see it. No, I
it's
don't want to
almost
see
gonna be
it.
like how Stephen A. Smith. Oh, they only talk about the Lakers.
Yeah,
And no, I don't want that.
yeah. The media markets, man. So let him go to the Colts. Let him go somewhere else, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Colts actually might be interested. I don't know.
See,
They might
see,
be because
see.
who they got? Oh, you know what? They might because they got Tyler Warren. They might want that old boy. They might want
Yeah,
Mooney.
but Vibin say that the old man Archie, like the grandpop, he said he was in New Orleans
Oh my
today at their
gosh! It's
facility
already starting, Red. Oh
already,
my
man,
gosh!
already. And the NFL loves storylines, man.
Yeah, they do, man.
Man,
Yeah, they do.
that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man. So how do you rank the number two receiver, PPP?
Um, so we said Darnell Mooney. We
Mm-hmm.
said Chris Godwin and
XL
Excel and Rashid Shaheed.
Rasheed, yeah, Shaheed,
I'm going to put Chris Godwin in that first slot only because when he is healthy, he's a force to be reckoned with.
he is.
Yeah, he is. Number two. Dang. Um, You know, I'm I'm gonna put Excel. I'm gonna put Excel. Only because okay, so let, let me say this. I'm doing this based off of also the quarterbacks that they're playing with as well. Is that okay to do?
I mean, if you want to, it's your ranking. Yeah, I'm just curious to hear what your ranking is.
um,
The
yeah.
Excel had the same quarterback that he had last year.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay, and how many yards did he catch for?
With
Let me see. I
Bryce,
think you said 500.
it was like 490 something yards with 4 touchdowns.
Okay, okay, all right, cool.
What the real HH Entertainment said, she's PPP. Come on now. As much as you curse him out last year, no. But hey, remember, I did a show saying I gotta apologize to Excel. You don't remember that real HH Entertainment? Yeah. Because when I started looking at all the highlight tape of Bryce Young, guess who was predominantly in it? It was Excel. It was Excel. Excel just dropped a lot of crucial balls. A
Yeah, that's
lot.
what I remember hearing y'all say. But you put him
Yeah.
at number two. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I got him at
Yeah.
number two. Number three, Darnell. Four, Rashid Shaheed.
Okay. All right. Cool. I was curious to see if the chat agrees with you. Um, but I think I
The
had.
real
I
HH
think I have.
Entertainment said I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah. He know he is. He know he. But it's no facts Friday. Real
No,
HHENT. No
I
facts
I
Friday.
felt like that was honest. That wasn't honest.
Yeah, I mean it might have been honest for you.
Red had that old elder yeah, okay.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been for you. You know what I'm saying? That might be
Yeah,
your type of honesty. But
yeah.
yeah, I got them. I got them different than that. So now we're gonna do the number three.
Yeah, we can do number three.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Do number three. And
Cool.
Red,
Yeah.
while we're doing this, don't think I don't see what you're doing, but it's cool.
No, 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 no. I thought it was interesting to do this. I'm not trying to get you to change because see, see. All the people know. See, this is where we at PPP. All the people know. Even when you go down throughout this list
hmm
and you put Tampa Bay clearly number one with the one, the two, and the well, they won't be number three because Ray McLeod is the best number three out of this whole grouping. But even and I don't know with Jalen,
Coker.
whatever the kid's name is, that's at Tampa. He was decent last year
Who's
as a
that?
number three.
Jalen. What's his name?
It's
Not
not
Mid.
Polk. Polk went to the one of the teams in the NFC North. Um, man, you had
Tampa.
the our lads up earlier.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it back up right now.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see here.
But even with that play, the point I was trying to make is when we get through all of these rankings, somehow or another, the Panthers are still gonna be number one magically by you. So it's
I
no
told y'all you
but
gotta
they got
watch Red, man.
Trey Palmer. They got a
Jalen
Buka.
McMillan. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, they've moved the Buka up.
Yeah, but I don't think Ibuka is better than Ted McMillan. Not at all by a long shot.
Yeah, different size player, different style, but I like um I won't argue with you to put Ted ahead of Emeka, both coming in as your number three receiver, both of them being rookie. I can't
Mhm.
argue with that. Even if you say you did it just based on their draft position, where they were drafted, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I actually looked at these two guys, man. Not too much of Tet, but I really did kind of get an eye on Ibuka,
Hmm.
and he's a smaller wide receiver. He plays big, but he's not like something that was different than what we already had in Carolina, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, ain't no need for us to have all wide receivers of the same size.
Yeah.
That don't make no
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
had Brandon Cooks. What did Brandon do last year? He's 31. So he's on the wrong side of 30.
Yeah.
He was he hurt last year some? He's injured often these years too. But he played he was in 10 games last year. 54 targets, 26 receptions. That's almost a 50% reception rate for 259. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Brandon at this stage of his career last. He had a big drop off from the year
Mhm.
before. He caught 657 yards. The year before that, 699. And he
Mhm.
had 2 good years with Houston. Strong years, over 1,000 yards.
Mhm.
So, and he's always been good for New Orleans now. He's always gone over 1,000. That's when he was in his heyday, when he was young, 22, 23, 24 years old. So, but we're not grading them based on what the history of what they were. We're looking at this based on now. You know what I'm saying? So I would put Brandon Cooks last. I would put, you know, Emeka third. I'm surprised they list him ahead of Jalen McMillan and Trey Palmer. But
It
hey,
could
that's
be
where they
on
got him at.
could be
Yeah,
on potential, still
yeah,
can't get here yet. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But they got him. They got him there. So,
Mhm.
but I would put Abuka third, Tet second, and everybody's gonna argue and say I'm biased, but Ray, I put him first of the number three receivers.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
hey, PPP, one day let's do this. This is real interesting because this is
Hmm.
something that they do on Sirius XM. I
Hmm.
took a lot of heat that night. I came on and talked to the fellas about the old heads that I listened to on Sirius
Yeah.
XM. Yeah, but I, if we could do a simple point scale. We could look at each team like you got right here,
Hmm.
the depth chart up.
Yeah.
Say like there are 4 teams in the division.
Hmm.
The number one player, say you give them like for Baker, we would assign a 4 to him because we both agree that he is the top quarterback in our division.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
gets a
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Whoever you put second, I know you would put Bryce second. Then on your scale, you would give Bryce a 3. And then if you put Penix third, you would give him a 2. And then
Hmm.
whoever the Saints quarterback is going to be
Oh, okay.
will get a
Gotcha.
1. And then when we go through every position, running back, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, tight end, left tackle, right tackle, do the same thing and see how each team grades. Now, we might have to get somebody, it'd be hard to find somebody who's not biased, who is totally independent from these teams in our division. But, I
Well,
think,
no, I know I have a good friend of mine who's a Raiders fan.
hmm
And he judges, like he does a lot of like debates and judges and stuff like that. So
yeah, yeah.
he's a fair person. I can call him, see if I can get him over here, man, to
I
kind
would
of,
love to do that.
yeah,
Have
man,
him
yeah,
just go
man.
through these rosters and tell us what he thinks, man. Do a scale for us.
Oh,
Now I already
and
did
he's
it.
heavy into what's it called? Fantasy football too. So he
Okay,
has,
okay,
yeah, so
yeah,
he knows.
yep,
Yeah, he knows.
yeah. So I already did one like that, PPP,
Okay.
and not surprisingly, you would find out that my Falcons rated out as the top team
Of
in
course.
our division. Yeah,
Of course.
because I had a number of positions where we, for whatever reasons, we had the top player,
Yeah.
more number one players position wise in the division than anybody else did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, we all know that was a very skewed.
Yeah, for the most part, it had to be. I had some of them were tough for me. Some of them were, and I tried to use PFF. One that was tough for me was doing like say the cornerback.
Hmm.
I had to use PFF to go in and say, do I really, really want to put AJ Terrell ahead of JC Horn? That's one I had a tough time with.
Mm.
So I leaned on PFF, and that's how I came out with that one. Some of them were real easy, like Jesse Bates. You know, that was no question. Chris Lindstrom, Bijan Robinson. As tough as it is, Kyle Pitts, disappointed in him. But I had to look at things like that. Your left tackle is Tristan Wirfs, no question. Your right tackle, Taylor Moton, he was clear and above the best right tackle in our division. So I like to think I was decently fair. You know what I mean? But it's interesting to look at it. So you get what Vibin called me last year. He say we won the division on paper. He laughed at me when we got Kirk Cousins. He said, "I'll give you that, Red Swan." He said, "On paper, yeah, y'all won the division, but they got to go out and play the games. So at the
Hey,
end of the
Red, I ain't gonna
season,
lie. When y'all got Kirk
yeah,
Cousins, I made a statement because Howard
yeah,
said, PPP, you heard about the Falcons getting Kirk Cousins. I said, boy, we better get a quarterback.
yeah, yeah, you did, you did,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah." So the play did go up, but man, he fell off, man, and I still think you jinxed him. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, cause
you think, hey, Red, it was as clear as day. You know I'm a prophet now. It was as
yeah, I
clear as
know,
day. I saw
yeah,
it.
I know.
I saw it, Red, and
And
I
that sticks
couldn't.
in my head. That sticks in my head because PvP, more than anything else, even with putting his poor play into perspective, what stayed in my head is
Hmm.
PvP said, "Watch, they're gonna lose 4 games in a row." Then you said it was gonna be 5 in a row. I said, "Man, look at this shit here, man." PvP, I was mad as hell. Excuse my language, bro. I was mad as hell, man. I was mad as cuss. I'm telling you, boy. I say this nigga here, boy. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, I said a big slide. I said they gonna
Yes,
lose
you
4 in a
did.
row.
Yes, you did. Oh man, I said, what does he know? Where he get this from, man?
Boy, boy, I done seen a little something. I ain't gonna lie, Red. I have said I've said this. Y'all only gonna win 4 games this season, Red.
Yeah, we only gonna lose 4 games. That's why you that premonition was coming to you on the mirror side of your brain. That's what that was. You seeing it backwards. Yeah,
No, sir.
yeah.
No, sir. And
Okay,
Red, let me tell
okay.
you. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this one little thing about my record prediction. And
I already
this,
know what it is.
you know what it is, Red?
You don't have to agree to it, but I can tell you what it is because I listened to the things that you said. It's 12-5.
I
You ain't got
we'll
to
see.
admit to it because I know you're gonna drop it on your own. But you gave a couple of you
I
dropped a
get I
couple
gave
of
some hints,
kernels.
Red. I gave some
You
hints.
gave some hints. You gave
Mm-hmm.
some hints. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was um the number of losses will be
Mm-hmm.
less than his wins, which it has
Mm-hmm.
to be less than 6. So I said 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you said that the total of wins by the bye would be more than what has been. So I said, well, so the losses has to be either 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 or 0. So that's what narrowed it down for me. And I say he ain't gonna get crazy like Riz and be out there talking about no 14-3 and no 13-4. I said it's got to be 12-5.
Okay.
But that's just me paying attention, PPP. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to select a group of 10 people,
Hmm.
and I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to give away $50. Whoever hits that, I'm going to give them. Well, no, I'll do 100. Whoever hits that number, I'm going. They're going to split it. Whoever hits it on the head, You know what? No, it'd probably be better if I do a group of 5.
Yeah, narrow that thing down. Narrow that
Yeah,
thing down.
I'm gonna do a group of 5. I'm gonna do a group of 5. It's gonna be the first 5 to answer a question. I'm just gonna enter you into it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever gets my record prediction is gonna get $100.
There you go. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. Hey, 352. We locked in. I'm sorry, I'm thinking 336. Eternal. We locked in. Yeah, I'll take that. I like that. I like that. About the win prediction for 100. Me and you locked in on that.
What are you saying?
Well, earlier when you were doing your monologue,
Mm-hmm.
he told me he wanted to know if I wanted to take a bet for $100 on who team have the better record, ours or yours.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Don't we got a bet like that, Red?
We do. We do.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm standing on it. But vibing, why you asking about the safety room, vibing? Ain't nobody scared. Y'all got it. Y'all made a nice move with Justin Reed. I'll give you that. Justin Reed is the second best safety. I don't know if I want to put him ahead of your boy Whitfield or Whitehead or whatever. What's his name in Tampa? Um, that they gave all that money to. They was crazy to sign.
White something.
Yeah. They signed. They gave that boy that big old contract, man, and it didn't age well because then they was trying to get ahead of the safety market, but they gave that boy that big old mark. But he been injured. But
Trying to
I
be better than JC Horn. That's all it was. That's all it was.
yeah. I might put him ahead of Justin Reed. I might. I might vibe, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I might put him ahead of Reed that y'all got, but Reed is a solid safety. But man, the Honey Badger done fell off, vibing. Quit tripping now.
Oh yeah, Honey Badger's done, man.
Yeah, he done fell off, vibing. He done fell off, man. So, vibing, y'all might. Well, most of the Saints, most of the Panthers will tell you that they feel like they ain't set at their second safety position. They still want them to get that boy Blackman.
Yeah, Blackman
So
or what's the other dude's name? Not Jair. He a cornerback. What's the other guy's name?
I can't. I know it's
Asante.
another safety that's out there. Well, he's a
Asa.
cornerback too, Asante Samuel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Well, shoot, then it's just Blackman. My bad. I forgot he was a
yeah,
cornerback.
so vibing. I think honestly, even the Panthers fans that pull up here, they'll tell you they got them a dog and Mooring.
Oh yeah,
You
we
know what
do.
I'm saying? Yeah,
Big time
but
dogs.
but he's really the only real safety on they roster right now. But
No,
vibing.
Damani Richardson is. I like him a lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it again, PPP. Mooring is really the only real safety that they have on their roster right now.
Yeah, I like Damani Richardson. He was clutch last year.
but vibing. I mean, if we just going with the ones, I would say Jesse Bates. If we going with an unproven guy, I mean, Xavier Watts, man. Come on, man. Come on. We ain't finna do that, vibing. We know
Oh,
who
you know
got the
what?
safety room.
Hey, Vibin, I would love, man, for you when I do. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't like Bucks podcasters. I'm gonna just say that they the most stuck up, arrogant, goddamn podcasters in the NFC South.
But Bucket, man, Bucket, she'll keep it 100 now.
Bucket
She
to keep
will
it a
keep it
hundred.
100.
I like Bucket. I really do. I love Bucket.
PPP, I told you a long time ago, and I told you I be around the NFC South.
Yes,
I
sir.
get the vibe on people. I told you a while ago, you Bucket and Jew, and I didn't know who from the Saints would be
Mm-hmm.
along that same lines.
Yeah.
But I told you a long time ago, I would love for, and I know you like to open it up for your people, but semi to a round table where y'all just
Mm-hmm.
have a discussion. Because without me saying it, you know exactly why I'm I'm saying y'all. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly why I'm saying that. Because of
Mm-hmm.
y'all's commitment and the way y'all stand on things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
man, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, man, I'll be putting my super chats in when y'all do that one, man, because that's one that I would love to see.
Yeah, man. Jew gonna bring the heat. I love Jew's energy when he came on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't hear Jew ever turn up like that before, man.
You know what, PPP? Me either. I saw a whole nother side of him. I said, oh, I said, you talk finna
He
get
said, "Hold
rowdy,
up, hold up, hold up." I said,
man.
"My goodness,
Yeah.
look at
That
Jew."
Chicago came out in PPP.
Yeah, it did.
That
That
shot town
doggone
came out
Chicago
in.
and Orlando came up out of here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-mm.
But I think Bucket, she will. I think she'll bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, Bucket gonna be respectful, man.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
yeah,
who
yeah,
she
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bucket ain't gonna yell. Bucket gonna say, "Are you guys done?"
yeah. She gonna bring that energy that she got to it, man.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
but I
Bucket
ain't gonna hold you,
champion.
PPP. I got to take my wife's dog out, man. The dog been hollering for the longest, and if I don't do it,
It
hey,
won't
a
get done.
happy wife. There you go. There you
Hello.
go. So,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Hey, Red,
But
we
man,
out of here,
listen, I
man. It's
appreciate
Friday,
you.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
We
I
about.
appreciate you having me on as always, PPP.
Oh
You
man,
know that,
always,
man.
man, always, man. I appreciate you, Red, man. We'll be back tomorrow, man. I ain't been live in a couple weeks, or about a week, because I've been on this Madden. But we're getting back to some Panthers football talk. So yeah, I'll catch y'all on
Sounds good.
tomorrow. Yes, sir. All
Peace.
right, Red. Yes, sir. All right, guys. I will see y'all on tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good rest of your night. This is PPP. We out, baby. Gone.